One of Africa's leading football referees, the Somali official Omar Artan, has been denied entry to the United States despite being hired to officiate at the World Cup. Speaking to the BBC, the head of America's World Cup task force accused him of talking to some very terrible people. The US has been criticised for strict immigration rules for people from certain countries attending the World Cup. Well, let's speak now to Fardowsa Hanshi from our Somali service. Good to see you. So should we start just by talking through the details of what we know about what's actually happened here?
Omar Artan, Somali referee, was set first to be the first Somali official ever and to officiate at World Cup final. He has now been ruled out after being denied entry into the United States. He flew from Istanbul to Miami on June 6th from the mandatory FIFA pre-tournament seminar at all selected officials must attend. And at Miami International, he was sent for secondary inspection by the U.S. Customs and Border Inspection, where he was denied entry to the country.
And what do we know about the man himself, the referee?
The referee he's a 34-year-old Somali referee. He was one of the most respected in Africa, and he was selected the best referee in Africa. He officiated a lot of games in the continent, and in Somalia he was one of the well-known in terms of football and the most celebrated referee. He wanted to make a history for the first time ever and the first Somali to be in a final World Cup tournament.
What reason has been given by the US?
According to the US Customs, they didn't officially say what was the reason behind it, but they said Trump has denied entry for visas a lot of African countries, which is Somalia included, which they didn't mention exactly. That's the reason behind it.
Okay, and just lastly, what's been the reaction there in Somalia?
The Somali Federal Association have talked about this, and they say they are very disappointed and angry about the decision the US has taken in terms of their first ever this historic moment that they were really waiting, but they were really disappointed. And they released it earlier. They said we are really sorry, and this should not be something that happened to someone who has been worked hard to be on this position where he wanted to represent Somalia for the first time ever.
Fardowsa Hanshi, thank you very much for talking us through that. Just want to bring you the live picture of the stadium.